Hello, property navigators. Today I'm going to show you how to perform a comparative market analysis report, or CMA as they're known, yourself without needing expensive software. I'll also explain why CMAs are vital when buying property. What is a CMA? Now, it's a comparison of similar properties that have recently been sold or listed in the same area to give an accurate buy price range of the property you are looking to buy. The CMA reports also provide key metrics specific to a particular area, offering a clear view of the local market. This is particularly valuable for buyers who may not be actively involved in the market on a day-to-day basis. CMAs paint a clear picture of presenting data-driven insights, helping buyers to understand market conditions, and it guides informed decisions for pricing strategies and helps to assess property values while evaluating recent market trends. Why is a CMA so important? Now, it ensures that a fair market value range is set for a property you want to purchase. This helps to avoid the pitfall of overpaying, especially if you are buying it yourself. CMAs can also help you to understand if a property is undervalued, so you can start the investigation as to why. It's all about informed decision making, so the more knowledge you have at your disposal, the better. Most importantly, it means you are not only trusting the selling real estate agent. By law, and as per the agreements they are signed into, selling agents must represent the best interests of the seller regardless. So although they might be really nice and comforting and act like your friend, they are contracted by law to represent the best interests of the person selling the property. They also get paid a commission, so the higher the price they get for their client, the more money they can make too. So remember, you are not their client. How to conduct a CMA. There's a number of ways to prepare a CMA. Firstly, through subscription software such as RP Data and Price Finder. Now, this is a straightforward approach as a lot of the comparison data is already there to be selected. However, you still need to be on point and well practiced to create the most accurate result, but it certainly is a quicker option. The problem is, subscription costs for different software ranges from $150 to $200 or more per month. But this is certainly worth spending the money on if you are actively buying and placing offers on property. Secondly is the manual way performed freehand, which I'll show you today. This is how I firstly learned, and although it takes time, it can certainly still be effective. Let's go through the steps to conduct a freehand CMA. Step 1, gather property information. All the relevant information about the property to be purchased needs to be gathered. This includes the address, the number of bedrooms and bathrooms, square meterage of the dwelling, and the block size. Also document any recent upgrades or renovations, such as a new kitchen or bathroom fittings, etc. All other reasons that may influence a higher price for the property must also be considered. For example, school catchments, lifestyle drivers, water views, etc. Next, we have to research compatible properties. Now, these are often referred to as comps. Look for recently sold or expired listings that are similar in size, location, and condition and have sold within the last 3 months in the same area. You can also look at current listings and make some calls to agents to see if they can indicate a sales price or what the vendor's expectations are. This can be a bit of a hustle, but reliable sources for this data include real estate databases and local listings. This can be time-consuming, but the more granular you get in this part of the process, the more accurate your CMA will be. Step 3, analyze market data. Analyze the market data you have compiled by evaluating current market trends and the sale prices of comparable properties. Calculate pricing metrics such as price per square meter and compare the subject property's features with those of the comparables. You must compare land size very evenly in this step and consider the land to value ratio, so you are comparing properties on an even playing field. Step 4, adjust for differences. Adjust for any differences between the subject property and the comparables. This might include unique features like a swimming pool or extra garage space. Also consider the impact of the property's location and amenities. This is where you must also consider specific value-inducing factors such as school catchments or lifestyle drivers. Step 5, compile all the findings into a comprehensive CMA report. Organize the data clearly, using tables and charts to illustrate your points and provide a summary of the findings along with the final market value range you have estimated for the property using a CMA report. By following these detailed steps, you can create a reliable CMA that helps determine the fair market value of a property. But remember, a well-prepared CMA report is not just a tool for setting price ranges. It's a powerful document that can support your negotiation efforts and transaction. Selling agents can put you under a ton of pressure during negotiations. It's what they're trained to do. By knowing your market, recent sales, and having confidence in the detail, you'll be much more prepared for this point in the process. CMA versus appraisals. It's important to understand the difference because a CMA is not the same as an official property appraisal. A CMA is prepared generally by a real estate professional or yourself and is usually free. It's a valuable tool for estimating the market value of property based on recent comparable sales. It considers the sale price of comparable properties and adjusts for differences. It's great for making competitive offers. An appraisal is a paid service conducted by a certified appraiser. It provides an official value of a property, often for lending purposes, and it's accompanied by a detailed analysis including a physical inspection report with market conditions. It's necessary for mortgage approval, refinancing, and other legal matters, and both are useful but for very different purposes. Overcoming challenges in conducting CMAs. Conducting a CMA can present challenges such as finding accurate comparables or adjusting for market volatility. You can overcome these by using reliable data sources and staying updated with market trends. Also, personal bias can skew the results. Use objective criteria and multiple comparables to ensure you get a fair market value. Leave emotions completely out of it. And keep in mind, too much information can be overwhelming. To manage data overload, which happens easily, organize your data clearly and focus on the key factors that are most important to the deal, such as block size, dwelling square meterage, number of bedrooms, and always use the most recent sales data and prices in any case, and always verify your data. Tips. Focus on one suburb or two suburbs of choice. Look at, say, every 3 or 4 bedroom house that's for sale that fits your criteria. Track sales prices. You'll get a good idea of a price without having to focus on all the fancy stats while you're still learning. And in saying this, in a fast-moving market, even very recent comparable sales will not be accurate. This is because it can take up to 3 months for sales data to be added to the portals, may they be RP data or even realestate.com. And this is called lag data because it lags the day-to-day transactions of a market. Even the most expensive subscriptions still have the lag data effect, especially when markets are moving fast. That's why as buyers agents, we track every property sale we can every single week. That's what boots on the ground data and research is referred to. Knowing what a property sold for yesterday in the areas you specialize in and not just the month before. Also, in fast-moving markets, you need to ask yourself, in 20 years, will you regret paying the 1 or 2% more than you could have, or regret not buying because you offered too low and kept missing out for months on end? You have a range of value provided by your CMA. Don't be afraid to use its full scope when you need to. And remember, you can calculate all the nitty-gritty things to find out what a property is totally worth, and all this takes on auction day is an emotion person or two, usually home buyers, and the calculations are out the window, unfortunately. Don't let this get you down, because at the very least, your CMA has informed you of the correct range of value for the property, so you know when to pull the pin and not bid higher. You know where true value does and doesn't lie within that value range. If you've made it this far in the video, well, I'm stoked because it took me 5 hours to write and produce. And as a thank you, if you want, I'll perform a professional CMA for you absolutely for free on a property you are interested in buying. Shoot me an email at info@propertynavigation.com.au with the address. And don't worry, I won't be spamming you or calling you or trying to push you into buying a property with us, because anyone who wants to do that simply calls us anyway. I'm just keen to see how many of you guys actually reach out. Until next time, happy property navigating.